जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान. In the last session, we had entered Kishkinda Khan, but we actually kept talking about Hanuman ji, right? And देखिए, this is नियति बोलते हैं या नीति बोलते हैं, दोनों ही मान लीजिए कि as the quality of one of the quality of a great person is that they don't like to be praised, right? They're very happy when somebody else is being praised, and so is Hanumanji. He is very saral and he does not like to be praised at all. Very quiet, and as we move on, right, we will see that he will never be in the front. Yes, when need be, when something has to be done, yes. But when it is time to gather appreciation, he'll be at the back. Applauses, he'll be at the back. Any praises, he'll be at the back. So last week, we took the opportunity to just talk about him, right? We said ki yes, we'll complete the Gyan part of Kishkinda Kand, which we are starting next week. So in the same line, before we go into Kishkinda Kand, last week we were in Bhakti Bhav, right? And today our mode is going to be Gyan again, right? So, in the same light like last week, Ramji, as we said, when he met Hanumanji, and Hanumanji started talking to Ramji in a disguise of a Brahmin, right? Brahmachari or a Brahmin, he had come. The way he talked was praiseworthy, right? The way he addressed Ramji was praiseworthy, and this is something which we are going to read out of Valmiki Ramayana right now, because there's an entire paragraph of what Hanumanji said, which will be shared on the group, but what Ramji said and how he appreciated Hanumanji is mentioned over here, that Ramji was just quiet while Hanumanji was talking. कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं ना, जब वो बोलना शुरू करते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है कि बस हम सुनते रहे बैठ के, right? There are people like that, and I don't know, Saraswati probably dances on their tongue. So over here, Hanumanji also has Saraswati Ma dancing on his tongue. So he's talking in front of his Ishta Dev, not knowing his Ishta Dev is standing over there. क्योंकि जब अगर पता चल जाए कि ठाकुर जी खुद सामने आके खड़े हो गए हैं, तो अच्छों की बोलती बंद हो जाती है, right? They stop talking. They are like, so over here, Lord is very quiet. He just wants to hear his devotee talk. And then he starts praising him. And he looks at Lakshman. He said, Lakshman, देखो, सीखो, right? छोटे भाई है ना, तो थोड़ा, he's also going to show that I'm a bigger brother, I'm an older brother ना. So like many a times when there are two siblings, the older one would say, कुछ तो सीखो, right? Learn. They become the second parents, or they are the main parents actually, right? So over here, Ramji says, Lakshman, look, the person who has come in front of us is not an ordinary person. He says, he who has arrived here in my presence is a minister of Sugriv, right? Because he had already said that. The high-minded chief of the monkeys, whom alone I was seeking. जिसकी खोज में हम निकले थे, वो हमारे सामने आ गया है. And that is the beauty. When our search is very strong and from the bottom of our heart, the entire universe conspires to make our aspiration happen. A pure, pious, one single-minded focused search will always get us results. So whom alone I was seeking, answer in sweet words with affection. Who is a minister of Sugriv, knows how to speak in a tamar of force, right? He knows how to speak, O Lakshman. To speak in a way he has done is not possible for one who has not studied the Rigved with an eye to its meaning. देखिए, पढ़ हर कोई सकता है, पर समझना जरूरी है. मनन करना, चिंतन करना ग्रंथों पे, right? अपने हृदय में उनको उतारना. That is very essential. So what he is saying is very clearly, it is not that he has read it, he has understood what is written in it. To speak in a way he has done is not possible for one who has not studied the Rig Ved with an eye to its meaning, not memorized the Yajur Ved, and has no knowledge of Samved either. So he's saying कि इन तीनों ग्रंथों की knowledge इनमें है. How? Just by speaking for those few minutes. It is very essential. It is said, right, कि the minute one opens his or her mouth, a lot is revealed in that first few sentences, right? So he says कि he is no ordinary person. He is a jnani, a jnata of all the Veds, right? And then he says, surely the entire range of Sanskrit grammar, right? Because उस समय उन्हें संस्कृत में बात करी होगी. Entire range, और हमारी तुलसी रामायण में अवधि में बात करी थी. But the entire range of Sanskrit grammar has been studied by him in many ways. That is the thing about Sanskrit grammar. It's very, very beautiful, because pausing at the wrong time or pausing at the right time, breaking at a particular time, and the same word can have multiple meanings, right? So what he's saying is, Sri Ram is appreciating Hanumanji. Surely the entire range of grammar has been studied by him in many ways, as is clear from the fact that nothing has been wrongly worded by him. Kahin pe bhi. Now he's watching the pure beauty and the cleanliness of the speech, right? And worded by him, though speaking a good deal. See, वो काफी देर से बोले जा रहे थे. And normally what happens is when we speak too much, it is normal for us to make an error. So he says he has been speaking a good deal, but अभी तक कहीं पे भी कोई भी गलती नहीं हुई है, right? And then he says no fault of expression. See, एक तो होता है वाणी, ऊपर से the expression. No fault of expression was noticed anywhere in his face, nor even in his eyes. Face and eyes both speak, right? So there was no fault of expression over there. And then, nor again in his forehead, nor in his eyebrows, nor in any one of his limbs. See, we don't only speak with our words, we speak with all of these. And this is such a beautiful art that Hanumanji had mastered, right? And then what he says is, okay, the speech emanating from his bosom and articulated by his throat is marked by absence of ambiguous and faltering, and does not make a grating impression on one's ear. Just imagine, there is no ambiguity there. There is no faltering anywhere. And the speech is, where is the speech coming from? It is coming from his heart. We don't speak from our mouth. Only what comes from the heart goes to the heart. Aap dekhna. Whatever is spoken from the heart is going to touch your heart. The rest are just empty words. They are going to come and go without your knowing. So he's saying, कि it has come from his bosom and then his throat. This is very, very important. कि हम बोलते कहाँ से? हम दिल से बोलते हैं, right? और मुंह से बाहर निकलती है वो बोली. And then what does he say? He utters a wholesome, distinct, and remarkable speech, again with grammatically correct, fluent, and delightful to the mind. The speech is delightful to the mind. सुन के इतना अच्छा लग रहा है दिल को और दिमाग को दोनों. Whose mind will not be rendered favorable by this wonderful speech, which has its seat in 3 articulating organs. Which are the 3 articulating organs? Worth making a note of. It is not only our mouth or our tongue. It is the bosom, the mind, and the throat. When we talk, this kind of articulation has to happen. And when this kind of articulation happens from the mind and our heart and our throat, then it reaches directly to the other person's heart. And it has touched Sri Ramji's heart. Hanumanji's articulation through 3 organs. To say nothing of others, the mind, to say nothing of others, shayad aur bhi organs hai, everything. It is like the entire being of Hanumanji is aligned and it is talking. And then, what does it say? The mind even of an enemy with his sword uplifted will be made friendly thereby. इतनी प्यारा बोला है कि इनके सामने अगर कोई इनसे लड़ने के लिए भी खड़ा हो जाए तो भी वो रख दे कि यार इनसे क्या लड़ूंगा. कहते ना वाणी ऐसी होनी चाहिए, आप बोलो तो ऐसा होना चाहिए. इज इट पॉसिबल टू कन्वर्ट अ फो इनटू अ फ्रेंड? यस इट इज. राइट? सो हाउ कैन द progress of undertaking of a king in whose service no such envoy exists actually meet with success, O sinless brother? If there is nobody like him, then how can they meet success any which ways? And by pleading of an envoy, all the objects of the state in whose service there happens to be an agent adorned with a host of such virtues are accomplished. If this kind of an envoy, this kind of an ambassador, this kind of a doot is there present for any country, any state, उनका क्या काम accomplish नहीं हो सकता? The power of speech, the power of articulation, the power of modulation. इसे बोलते हैं वाक् पटुत्वम. This is Hanumanji's great quality, कि he can talk with such grace and beauty that it comes straight from his heart and touches the other person's heart. And so अगर हनुमान जी जिसके साथ में हो उसका कोई कार्य कैसे सिद्ध ना हो. And this is the quality of Hanumanji which we many a times talk about. Maybe we can just make a note of it and see where we stand in these qualities. And अगर हमें नहीं है तो it is never too late to develop it. And it is said that a person who starts walking the path of the divine, all these qualities automatically come and sit. There is no need of calling. It happens. So what are the qualities of Hanumanji? We'll embarrass him a little bit more before we go on. It is Buddhir Balam Yashodhairyam. This is a beautiful verse. Buddhir Shlok. Buddhir Balam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvam Arogata Ajadyam Vak Patutvam Cha Hanumat Smarnat Bhaved. So what are the qualities? बुद्धि है उनमें. He is very intelligent. बल है, शरीर में बल है ना? उनकी सोच में बल है. He's strong. Yash. We know his fame and name. Even now, more people get attracted by the name of Hanuman than the name of Shri Ram. Right? Yash. Just by saying Hanuman, everybody bows deep. Right? Nirbhayatvam. उनको किसी से डर नहीं लगता. See, a person who is truthful will never be scared of anything. क्यों? And a person who has surrendered to God can never be scared of anything. So, buddhir balam yashodhairyam nirbhayatvam arogata. There is no illness of the mind or the body or the heart. Kuch nahi. Any form of illness is not there. The tangible or the intangible illness does not touch him. Ajatyam. Always alert, always focused, always in awareness. He never gives up his awareness in any situation. See, our life is like, I would equate it because I've been sitting in the stables quite a bit. So it is like sitting on a horse, right? When you're sitting on a horse, the reins are in your hand, right? And the horse runs. You're connected to the horse because the animals can sense your feeling. He knows who's boss, who's not. And there is not a moment, not for one moment, can you leave that alertness because अब पता ही नहीं चलेगा कब आपको घोड़ा गिरा देगा. Not a single moment of, not a wink also of becoming less focused. Always alert, always aware, always agile, with the reins in a hand. This is how the life should be led. And this is how Hanumanji is. Always in awareness. Always alert, ajat. And vak patutva. उनकी बोली की तारीफ तो अभी राम जी ने ही करी है. It is like so beautiful the way he talks. And if they have these qualities, anybody who has these qualities is undefeatable. And so Ramji says, because Sugriv has you, therefore he is undefeatable, Hanuman. No, nothing else is needed. Such beauty, such praise by the Lord himself. And he says, Hanuman, dekho, इनको देखो लक्ष्मण को, इनको देखो. अभी तक he has not said कि this is Hanuman, because Hanuman has not declared that I am Hanuman. Right? So with this, as we said last time, we are going to go a little bit before and move forward. Now from a very different perspective. अभी तक हम भक्ति भाव से सुन रहे थे, अब ज्ञान के माध्यम से हम थोड़ा किष्किंधा कांड को वापस सुन के आगे बढ़ेंगे. So when we start Kishkinda Kand, it started with 2 verses in praise of Lakshman and Sri Ram, and the beauty and the divinity of these 2 brothers as they walk to Kishkinda. Followed with this, there is a naman to Shivji. In all our scriptures, be it Bhagavatam or Ramayana or Mahabharata, Shivji, the Adi Dev, is always worshipped, and it is very special over here, the worship of Shivji, because the secret of the 11 Rudras that we talked about, one of them is Hanumanji, and Shivji is so delighted that in the form of Hanuman, he would be serving Sri Ram. He is delighted, and while he is so delighted, and while Tulsi Baba is praising Shivji, right? There was a time when there was a battle कि कौन बड़ा, शिवजी या हरि, या ना हर या हरि, Shivji, the Vaishnavites, the Shaivites, and all this. So this probably was written at that time, and it is saying कि कोई बड़ा नहीं है, कोई छोटा नहीं है, दोनों आपस में एक है, and they are very much in tune with each other. Because Kashi में, when people go, it is even now said, right? Many people say that I want to spend my last days in Kashi. कहते हैं कि जो काशी में, it is even now believed and said that the person who passes away in Kashi gets moksha for sure. Because in his years or her years, Shivji comes and whispers the Ram Naam, the Maha Mantra, and moksha is inevitable. So over here Tulsi Baba is saying, why is it that I don't go and live in Kashi? If I have a choice to live anywhere in this world, why is it that I am not going to Kashi? जहाँ पे मेरा मोक्ष निश्चित है. And it is said कि Tulsi Baba loved Ayodhya, loved Chitrakoot, and more than ever, he loved Kashi. Given a chance, he said, I would just stay there, reside there. And the belief is so strong that even now, people go and stay there and wait for their last moments to come. Now the question might come in our mind that is it possible, right? ऐसा हो सकता है क्या? So, हो क्यों नहीं सकता? We are as good as our faith. Our faith empowers the one we have faith in. Our faith and we are very strong. कहते हैं ना, अगर सच्ची प्रीति प्रभु से हो तो कांच की और लकड़ी की मूर्त भी बोल सकती है. How strong is your faith? And if the faith is strong, why is it not possible? And if a logical mind has to think about the same thing, कि how is it possible कि हमें काशी में मोक्ष मिल जाए? So let's see. Read what over here now, this is Tejomayi Ananda ji has written this beautiful paragraph. When faith and belief in dharma takes root in our hearts, जब faith and belief takes root in our heart, कि yes, my faith is as strong as it can be, nothing can shake my faith, no matter what happens. And dharma, my Satchit Anand Swarup, is strong, I know. Then what happens? Our sins are overcome. Our sins are overcome. And with the destruction of sins, knowledge arises, right? Because the veil is removed, the veils of sins, the veils of vices, it is removed, and what arises in our hearts? Knowledge arises. It is already there, but the veil is removed, and self-realization takes place. This is it, that is it. बस हमारे को वो परतें ही तो हटानी है. We just have to remove those veils of vices, and what will shine is the knowledge of the self. Tattvamasi aham brahmasmi. Right? And then what happens? Once the realization takes place, the ego is extinguished. Ego khatam. And then what happened? That represents liberation. Or kya? Now, here, today, this very moment, we can get liberated. Liberated does not come after death. Liberation happens now while we are alive. And all this is explained from the point of view of knowledge right now. Right? But now think of it. Agar we decide कि नहीं, काशी हम रहेंगे and काशी से we'll get liberation, like Tulsi Baba says, why not? What would you do when you're living in Kashi, awaiting your death? You know that like Parikshit, I have only 7 days left, right? We all have only 7 days left. There is nothing to, wonder. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And 7 दिनों में से एक दिन हमें जाना है. Does anybody know exactly when? It could be now. It could be after 100 years. We don't know. So right, but what happens is, when you go to Kashi thinking कि बस अब हमें जाना है, your mind is fixed like Parikshit कि I have only 7 days left. And in those 7 days I want liberation. So your mind is focused. And at that time, what are you doing? In the vicinity of the sages, one is listening to this beautiful words. They're beautiful words of the Lord, and the mind is tuned. And with that thought, with that tuning, with that one thought, one pointed focus on the Lord's name, when the person leaves the body, when the soul leaves the body, what else would happen? And when that person is there in that body, one pointed focus कि अब तो मुझे जाना है. The problem with all of us is we think we have a lot of time. तो इसके लिए वो focus आ ही नहीं पाता है. The minute we know कि हमारे पास में time नहीं है, we'll set our priorities, and we have done this exercise before. We'll set our priorities and stick to it because हमें पता नहीं है कि कब हमें जाना पड़ेगा. And if your priority is God, start living like that. And they start living like that in Kashi. तो जीते जी उनको मोक्ष मिल जाता है. They get liberated. Why not? Faith. And Sangati, Vatavaran. So why is it not possible? It is. So, but अब इससे ज़्यादा प्रमाण चाहिए तो शास्त्र प्रमाण है. Because nowadays I've realized ना, हम लोग किसी चीज़ का विश्वास कर ही नहीं सकते. हर चीज़ में हमें प्रमाण चाहिए. And we have been witnessing कि कितने प्रमाण देने पड़ते हैं सीधी सी बात को बताने के लिए कि हमने ऐसा कर दिया है, right? कि भाई ये लो प्रमाण, उसके बाद में भी there is a doubt कि ये प्रमाण सही है या गलत है. पर ठीक है, for us it's easier because we say शास्त्र प्रमाण है. That's it. तो शास्त्रों में लिखा हुआ है. So Tulsi Baba starts here glorifying Shivji because he wants to talk about Hanumanji, who is nothing but a Rudra of Shivji. दोनों में कोई फर्क नहीं है. And then we had talked about this beautiful meeting. Before we go on, let's make a note of few things today, because it is so beautiful how our scriptures give us the greatest of knowledge in the simplest of forms. As we move on, today we'll witness a lot of things. We will see Sugriv, right? Then we'll meet Vali. We have met Hanumanji, right? Now, we will talk about Dundhubi, and we'll talk about Mayavi also, the two Rakshasas. Who is Sugriv? Sugriv is said to be Surya se aaye hain Sugriv, right? Surya, it is a indication of knowledge, bliss, right? And Vali is said to come from Indradev. Indradev kaun hai? We have talked about Indra as, of course, the chairman or the ruler of Amravati. But yes, there is another Indradev in the form of all the Indriyas. So, Vali, Indriyas, Sugriv, knowledge, Maya, Mayavi Rakshas jo aata hai, that is Maya. And Dundhubi is that delusion that clouds our mind. We say, my brain is totally fogged today. क्या सही है, क्या गलत है, क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा. So that is Dundhubi. अभी हम इन सब से मिलेंगे. But keep the story which we are narrating, the journey of Sri Ramji, in mind, and the characters, as we have said, in mind. See, there is that entire play happening outside, then this entire play happens within also. And how Ram, when we take Sharnagati in Sri Hari, in Sri Ram, in that divine, that is the only way we can counter the Indriyas. And the knowledge shines. Right? सुग्रीव को किसका सहारा लगा था? वली को खत्म करने के लिए. राम जी का ना. He could not do it himself. And one more thing, where is he seated right now, Sugriv? Where does knowledge come from? He is seated in Rishi Mukh Parvat. Rishi Mukh क्या होता है? ऋषियों के मुख से, the mouth of the rishis are always going to talk about the Lord. So where is Sugriv safe? And where the senses have no control? It is the Rishi Mukh Parvat, जहाँ वली नहीं आ सकता. That is why Sugriv is in hiding over there, right? वो वहाँ पे छुपे हुए हैं. So this is the flow. He is seated in Rishi Mukh Parvat. ऋषि मुख पर्वत, ऋषियों के मुख से. When आप ऋषियों के समीप बैठेंगे, तो what is going to come out? The divine name, the divine grace. And when you're continuously talking about the divine, your senses are at bay. They cannot harm the knowledge that you're gathering. But what happens? जब आप ऋषि मुख पर्वत से हट जाए, हम सत्संग से हट जाए, सत्संगति से हट जाए, it is just like we had narrated, taking out a piece of wood from the flame and putting it aside. The flame is burning. Until the piece of wood is inside, it is also burning. But if we take out that piece of wood and put it aside, what happens? The flame vanishes, the knowledge goes, and what takes over? The senses, the Panch Indriya, right? And we are being controlled by them, right? The soul is the master, but we think the senses are the master. So Sugriv, where is Sugriv? Sugriv is safe in Rishi Mukh Parvat. The knowledge, the bliss is safe in Rishi Mukh Parvat, in the vicinity of the sages. So he is there. Who is guarding him? Hanuman. Who is he? He is Sakshat Bhakti. With devotion guarding him, sitting in Rishi Mukh Parvat under the guidance of the sages, where Vali, Vali, who has all the characteristics, who is the descendant of Indradev, cannot come and touch him. And who is he waiting for over there? Sri Hari. देखिए हम कितनी भी कोशिश कर लें, राइट, हम इंद्रियों का दमन कर सकते हैं. व्हाट इज दमन? हमारी कोशिशों से इंद्रियों का दमन होता है, और शरणागति से जो इंद्रियां हैं वो खत्म हो जाती हैं. इंद्रियों का जो प्रकोप है वो खत्म हो जाता है. So what is he doing? Abhi he is controlling. He is there with the rishis in devotion, waiting for Hari to come so that the ego, all the vikars, all the senses cannot delude him anymore. Because that is the only place where he is safe from the brother of his Vali, Indradev. So Hanumanji comes down. We saw it last time. He talked to him. We praised him. We saw the bhakti. We saw the tears. We saw the love. And now Hanumanji, we are going back again. Hanumanji suddenly realizes when Ramji gives his parichay, Ramji says ki I am Ram and this is Lakshman. We are Dashrath's children. Ma Sita had also come with us, the daughter of Janak. Now we are looking for her and we have been told that Sugriv will be able to help us. And Sugriv has sent Hanumanji to find out who these two are, because he is very scared. Now Sugriv is very scared, and when one is in fear, he sees everything, everybody as a risk and as an opponent who is going to cause harm. Trust does not come easily to a person who is fearful. कहते ना, दूध से जलावा छाछ भी फूक फूक के पीता है. A person whose tongue has been burned by milk, blows and makes sure that even that cold chach is good enough to drink so that his tongue does not get burned. So over here, when he watches, he looks, what does he see? He sees a reflection of himself. Each man sees the world as he himself is. And it is very hard to believe. हम बोलेंगे हम तो बहुत अच्छे हैं, दुनिया ही खराब है. Unfortunately, it's a wake up call. खराब तो हम हैं. जैसे कबीर ने बोला था ना, बुरा देखन मैं चला, बुरा ना दिखया कोई, जब मन झाका आप ना, मुझसे बुरा ना कोई. And this is one thing that we should realize and remember, कि बुरा कोई है ही नहीं. जो बुरा हमें दिख रहा है वो हमारे अंदर है. So each man sees the world as he himself is. We look at the world through the windows of our mind. And as our mind, so is the world to us. सीधी सी बात है. Right? So what does he see in Ramji? He sees an enemy. He sees a fearful enemy with a powerful bow coming to attack him. He does not see any other beautiful characteristic of Ramji which mesmerized everybody on the path. When we saw, right, when he was crossing the villages near Yamuna, how people were just melting with his karuna. But Sugriv ko karuna nahi dikh rahi hai. Sugriv is seeing a fearful Ram walking to attack him. So whenever we see these things outside, it is a time to pause and check within. And what did he say? He did the right thing. He called Hanuman ji. कि why don't you check कि जो मुझे दिख रहा है वो सही है या गलत है? Is he a foe or a friend? And so we know what happened. He goes as disguised and he realizes that it is his Ram who has been waiting for so long. And he comes back to his original form. Until Hanumanji comes back to his original form, Ramji does not embrace him. Ramji कहते हैं ना, मोहे कपट छल छिद्र न भावे, निर्मल जन सो मोवे पावे. तो कपट और छल, disguise, hypocrisy, I don't like it. You come as you are. कहते हैं ना, there is a beautiful bhajan which used to be very famous before. मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं. पर अगर मैली चादर है तो मैली चादर है प्रभु, हम ऐसे ही हैं. आपसे क्या छुपाएंगे? आप तो वो चींटी जब चलती है उसकी भी आवाज आपको सुनाई देती है. हाथी के बारे में भी ध्यान रखते हैं. सबका तो आपको पता है, तो आपसे क्या छुपाएंगे? तो वी डू नॉट हैव टू मैनिपुलेट और पुट अ प्रिटेंस इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम. So when will the Lord embrace us? He will embrace us when we come as we are. कई लोग बोलते हैं ना, I don't think I am pure enough to listen to the Ramayana. अच्छा, तो when will you be pure enough? What is the definition of pure enough? कैसे पता चलेगा? क्योंकि जो सरल होता है उसको तो पता ही नहीं होता वो सरल है. Right? So he comes and when he reveals his true self, that is when Shri Ram embraces him. आप जैसे हैं वैसे आ जाइए सामने. And the Lord embraces him, hugs him, and tears flow through his eyes, Ramji's eyes. While Hanuman is complaining, and Hanumanji gathers, now suddenly his boli, the vak has gone. बिल्कुल no word is coming out. नहीं तो इतना बोल रहे थे, प्रभु के सामने कौन क्या बोलेगा? So he's quiet and he's just sobbing. And Ramji here is also sobbing because he met Hanuman. भगवान को अपने भक्त से मिलके बहुत खुशी होती है. इतनी खुशी कि उनके भी आंखों से आंसू छलक जाते हैं. हमें नहीं लगता ऐसा होता है क्या? ऐसा होता है. So over here, Ramji is crying. Over here, Hanumanji is crying. And then Hanumanji now gathers himself. He says, Puni dhiraju thari astuti kina. Now he says, okay, he's overwhelmed, he's choked. फिर अपना धीरज वापस धरते हैं और फिर स्तुति करना शुरू करते हैं. राइट? हर्ष हृदय निज नाथ ही चीन्हा. And then the Lord embraces him. And then he says, मोर न्याय हूं मैं पूछहूं सोई, तुम पूछहु कस नर की नाई. राइट? He's saying कि ये ठीक है, चीन्ही मोरे नायु में पूछ सो साई, तुम पूछो कस नर की नाई. He gathers his courage and he says कि आपसे प्रश्न पूछो, आप ये क्या मनुष्यों की तरह मुझे प्रश्न कर रहे हैं? Right? I did not recognize you. You recognized me. How come as a human you're asking ki who I am? मैं कौन हूं? Then what did he say? तब माया बस फिर हो बुलाना, ताते मैं नहीं प्रभु पहचाना. And he says, what do I do? Your Maya is so प्रबल प्रभु कि मैं आपको पहचान नहीं पाया. मैं आपको पहचान नहीं पाया. पर आप तो हरि हैं. You are the all-knowing. How come you are behaving like a human and not recognizing me? आप तो माया से ऊपर है ना. So he's saying that. And what does he say? एक हूं मैं. आप हनुमान जी ऐसे बोल रहे हैं. मैं मद मोह बस कुटिल. मद है मेरे में, मोह है. मोह है क्या? डिल्यूजन है. Where we think that the rope is the snake and the snake is the rope. We do not understand the real from the unreal. हमें पता ही नहीं है संसार में क्या सत्य है क्या नहीं है. Right? So he says, what am I? I am मंद. क्या बोल रहे हैं? मैं मंद हूं. मंद बुद्धि. Right? मंद बुद्धि. क्या कहते हैं उसके? डिम्विट. And मोह बस. एकदम, I don't know. There is so much of delusion. I can't see what is real and what is not. Kutil. He's calling himself Kutil. I don't know how, but wicked at heart and ignorant. Hriday agyana. And then, Puni Prabhu mohi bisreyu din deen bandhu bhagwana. Then he's saying, in the first place, I am dull-witted, deluded, wicked at heart, ignorant. And on top of it, to crown it, you have shunned me. Right? How can you shun me? How can you forget me? तो फिर मेरे को आप ही भूल जाओगे. And I have so many त्रुटिस. इतने सारे अवगुण हैं. When I have so many vices, how am I ever going to reach you? You cannot leave me. In spite of all my vices, you cannot leave me. You cannot forget me. So over here, it's so beautiful. Now this devotee is saying, Lord, no matter what my qualities or no matter what my vices, don't leave me. Jadapi nath bahu avgun more. What does he say? Sevak prabhu pare jani bhore. What is he saying? I know. This is a very important thing. I have a lot of faults, my Lord. I can never be perfect. है ना? But please don't cast me away. And this is how we should go to the Lord. कि मुझ में बहुत अवगुण है. फिर भी मैं आपके पास आया ना. अब आप संभाल लो, छोड़ के मत जाओ. मुझे मत भूलो. Right? मायावश मैं आपको भूल जाता हूं. We get so carried away in this world. We do not realize that this is a delusion. सत्य हरि नाम, जगत एक सपना. हम प्रभु होने का भी प्रमाण मांगते हैं. Our faith gets shaken. और ये जगत सत्य उसका प्रमाण नहीं चाहिए हमें. या नहीं है उसका प्रमाण नहीं चाहिए. So now he's saying, now look at him. नाथ जीव तब माया मोहा सो निस्तरही तुम्हारे ही छोहा. What does this mean? O Lord, is deluded by your maya and can be redeemed only by your grace. Nothing else can redeem us. As we said ना, हम कितनी ही कोशिश करें या तप जप नियम संयम कर लीजिए. But the redemption happens with grace. That does not mean that we do not thread the path and do not try. But we should remember grace is what changes everything. Because if we say कि हमारी मेहनत से ऐसा हुआ, I focused and so I did it, everything else will get eradicated, but that ego will remain. Grace makes sure when we say कि हमने कुछ नहीं करा, जो किया प्रभु ने किया, that ego does not touch us. We can get rid of all the vices, but to get rid of that good ego is very difficult. So over here he goes on. I know neither adoration. क्या बोलते हैं? ता पर मैं रघुबीर दुहाई जानहु नहीं कछु भजन उपाय. हनुमान जी बोल रहे हैं कि आई डू नॉट नो एनी भजन. मेरे को कोई उपाय कैसे करना है, आपके पास कैसे पहुंचना है, नहीं आता. हाउ मेनी ऑफ अस कैन क्लेम कि हाँ हम जानते हैं कि हम प्रभु के पास कैसे पहुंच सकते हैं, कि दिस इज द वे इट इज. बोले मेरे पास में कोई उपाय ही नहीं है प्रभु. एंड ऑन then what does he say? A servant depends on his master and a child on its mother, and both remain free from anxiety. सेवक सुतपति मात भरोसे रही असोच बनई प्रभु पोसे. And a baby is so dependent on his mother, right? And the sevak is totally dependent on this Lord. Then anxiety does not touch them. Have you seen an anxious child? No. जो babies होते हैं ना, when they are in the vicinity of their mother, they sleep कहीं पे भी. Because they have so much faith कि मैं कितनी ही गहरी नींद में सो जाऊं, no matter how deep my slumber is, my mother is not going to forget me. She will take me with her. In the same way, a sevak who has full faith in the Lord has no anxiety whatsoever. And if there is anxiety, our faith has to be questioned. These two do not exist together. It is as simple as that. चाहे आप कहीं भी हो, if there is anxiety, there is no faith. If there is faith, there cannot be anxiety. It is as simple as that, Hanumanji says. And for a master must take care of his servant, and the master has to take care of his servant. आपके पास में और कोई, we are विकल्प नहीं है. There is no option that we are giving you, my Lord. Like Lakshman said, then I don't understand anything. Ye gyan, what is right, what is wrong, what should be done. I am your baby. मैं आपका दूध पीता बच्चा हूं. And when a mother is feeding the child, the mother has to take the child with him. Right? And so on, he says. So saying, he fell on Sri Hari's feet, overwhelmed, so overwhelmed. That is when the Lord picked him up and hugged him. देखिए, total surrender is essential. When Draupadi was struggling, right? She went to everybody else first and says, "Ab bacha lo mujhe." Then she tried to use her own strength. And finally she said, "Jai Shri Krishna." Total surrender, dono haath upar. And then what happened, we know. Akshay Patra, when Draupadi called out कि अब मैं क्या करूं कृष्ण, अक्षय पात्र भर गया. इतना विश्वास था कि कृष्ण सोल्यूशन निकाल देगा, मेरे पास में कुछ ना कुछ इंतजाम हो जाएगा. These sages are not going to go hungry. अक्षय पात्र आ गया. Faith, so much faith. अहिल्या, Ram Ram Ram, Shabri, Ram Ram Ram. And what happened? Faith. Immense faith. And that is when, in total surrender, and that is when the Lord lifts you up. And what does he say? Suno kapi jiye manasi jani una te mama priya lakhan te duna. What is he saying? Ki I love you more than twice as much as Lakhan. Don't have any doubt in your mind. But what does he say further? Samdarshi mohi kaha sab koi. Everybody says ki I am a samdarshi person, right? We say grace flows equally for all. The Lord, Bhagwan किसी के साथ में भेदभाव नहीं करते हैं. But what does he say? The Lord admits, sevak priya ananya gati so. What does it mean? He's saying कि but a devotee is particularly dear to me because he too depends on no other but me. कि yes, I am samdarshi, but kahin na kahin, that responsibility of a person who's totally dependent on me makes me protective of him more than others. And the Lord is saying this from his own mouth. And then what does he say? He alone, Hanuman, who is steadfast in his conviction. What is it? So ananya jaake asi. What is ananya bhakt ka matlab samjha raha hai? What is an ananya devotee? कहते हैं ना, steadfast. What is the definition of a steadfast devotee? What is the definition of an ananya devotee? And the definition of an ananya devotee is that he says, sacharachar, sevak sacharachar roop swami भगवंत. मतलब वो सब में उसी प्रभु को देखते हैं. That one Lord is seen in everybody. What does he say? That Hanuman exclusively devoted to me who is steadfast. And he alone, Hanuman, is exclusively devoted to me who is steadfast in his conviction. And he is the servant and the Lord manifested in the form of the whole animated and inanimated creation is his master. उस सबकी सेवा सब. And why is it he says कि I love you more than double the amount as much as I love Lakshman? It is because Hanumanji does not only serve Ramji, Hanumanji also serves Lakshman. So he says, when you're serving mine, I love you more because you're serving both. And that is why you're so dear to me. And with this, overwhelmed, Hanumanji listens to everything that is being said. And he said, Prabhu, aap chaliye. And he had this power, and which we all have, which is untapped. Right? Ashta Siddhi Nav Nidhi, hum sab ujagar kar sakte hain. But right now it is untapped. And Hanumanji uses it. He expands his size. He makes Ramji sit on one shoulder and Hanumanji and Lakshmanji on the other. And he goes up. Now Ramji says, कि ऐसा करो ना, why don't you call Sugriv down? मैं ऊपर जाऊं, इससे अच्छा सुग्रीव को ही नीचे ले आऊं. हम दोनों को आपको ऊपर ले जाना पड़ेगा. तो think about it. Hanumanji thinks कि listen, oh dear, dear, dear Lord, it takes a long time to go up this ladder of devotion and spirituality. उसको नीचे मत उतारो, आप ही ऊपर चलो. See, it is चढ़ना बहुत मुश्किल है, गिरना बहुत आसान है. In devotion and spirituality, इसी के लिए कहते हैं ना, be aware. Hundreds of years of sadhana gets ruined in a minute, a second. So हनुमान जी सिंह, आप ही ऊपर चलिए, भक्त को नीचे मत लाइए. बहुत मेहनत करके, बहुत सालों की मेहनत और तपस्या से एक एक धीरे धीरे करके he has reached up the ladder of spirituality. Don't call him down. Come, I will take you up. Don't call Sugriv down. बहुत मेहनत करी उनने वहां तक पहुंचने. And the Lord obliges. Devotion brings Lord to you. It is a catch-22, right? कहते हैं कि डिवोटी बनना बहुत मुश्किल है, पर डिवोशन ही प्रभु को आपके पास लाता है. देखो ना, हनुमान सुग्रीव के पास कैसे भगवान को ले जा रहा है. दिस इज द शक्ति ऑफ भक्ति, कि प्रभु स्वयं खींचे चले आते हैं. एंड विथ दिस ही ब्रिंग्स राम जी टू सुग्रीव. सुग्रीव इज ओवरवेल्म्ड एंड ही नोज कि अगर हनुमान लाए हैं तो ही कैन नॉट बी अ फो. And now finally his vision clears. He's not seeing an enemy in front of him. He is seeing the Lord. And he goes and he is going to touch the feet of Ramji and Lakshmanji when Sri Ram embraces him. He says, no, you are very dear to me. And he hugs him. And then Sugriv sits down and he says, I am so delighted to see you. I feel that I should not blame Vali anymore. Had Vali not done what he had done to me, we know, right, what happened. So over here, what happened was, Vali and Sugriv were very close to each other. The knowledge and Indriyas were working together. But what happened was, once while they were sitting, and we have already written the meaning of each and every character before we started the story, right? So once they were sitting, who came? Maya. Mayavi naam ka Rakshas aya, right? So when Mayavi came, he called the Indriyas, Vali. He called Vali. He come, have a battle with me. और Maya से कौन जीत सकता है? After all, it is the Lord's Maya. We do not have to fight Maya at all. We just have to surrender to Lord, right? Winning his Maya is very difficult. So he says, okay, I'll fight. I have strength. I'm going to fight the Maya. And he leaves the knowledge and he runs. And the knowledge follows. Sugriv follows. His brother, they were so much in love with each other. The siblings were loyal to each other. And he said, so while Vali is running, and Mayavi has called for a battle. Sugriv follows him and both enter a cave, a deep cave. And Sugriv is standing guard and Vali says, if in a fortnight I don't come back, assume that I am dead and shield and cover the cave so that Maya does not come out. Make sure. Now Sugriv stands guard for a month, Sugriv is saying. I stood guard for a month when the battle between Vali and Maya, Indriya and the Maya was happening. The knowledge was standing guard. But finally I saw a stream of blood come down. I assumed that Vali has been destroyed. So I covered the cave, and when I went back, everybody insisted that the throne needs a ruler. A country needs a strong ruler, otherwise it is rendered weak. So please sit on the throne. So I sat, but in a few days, in a matter of time, Vali came back and he thought that I had cheated him. And he chased me, he abused me, he took the kingdom, which I have I'm not worried about it, that he took the kingdom, it was his, so he took it, but he took my wife also. And he chased me, and I'm living in Rishi Mukh Parvat because this is one place where Vali cannot come. Why? Because once Dundubi had come and he destroyed Dundubi, the brother of Mayavi, right, before fighting Mayavi, and he threw Dundubi away, right? He threw Dundubi away, and while Dundubi was being thrown away, the blood of this bull fell on who? The Rishi, Matanga Rishi's face, and he cursed Vali that if you ever set foot near Rishi Mukh Parvat, your head will be blown into pieces, you will be destroyed, you will not survive. Be it head or body, or you'll be destroyed. So you cannot step in the vicinity of Rishi Mukh Parvat. And so I'm safe here. And I've been living here in so much fear. And Ramji listens to the entire thing. He says, I'll help you. I'll save you. And Hanumanji, Agni ki Shakshi. See, fire is very pure, right? When we get married, there is fire. When we are doing puja, there is fire. Because it absorbs and it kills and it destroys all the impurities. Chahe kuch bhi usme dal do, wo khatam ho jata hai. So it is said that both Ramji and Sugriv were made to become friends in front of Agni. Right? And Ramji further said, Sugriv then further asked, okay, what is your story? And he tells the entire thing, and Sugriv realizes that yes, I remember once I saw a chariot and a woman, she was crying and wailing and she dropped something. And this I have, I'll just get it for you. And he came, and that was Sita Ma's jewelry, which who had given? Ansuya Mata. If you remember, Ansuya Mata had given her a sari which could not get dirty. She had given her the jewelries, and those things which she had, she dropped down, and all these vanars, they took it and they kept it and they showed it to Ramji. Now Ramji showed it to Lakshman. He said, see, are these earrings Sita's? I think they are Sita's. Is this necklace Sita's? This Mang Tika Sita's? I think this is all Sita's. Lakshman was blank. He had no clue whom this belonged to. But suddenly, you know what he saw? He saw the anklet. And he picked up the anklet and he said, yes, this is Ma Sita's. Lakshman ne aaj tak kabhi Ma Sita ka chehra dekha hi nahi tha. He said, मैंने तो माँ को कभी देखा ही नहीं. I have only seen her feet. And yes, whenever I have seen it, I have always seen Ma wearing these anklets. Yes, these belong to Ma Sita. These belong to Ma Sita. देखिए, इसे कहते हैं आंखों से भी आप परहेज रख सकते हो. आंखों का ब्रह्मचर्य. Be very careful of what our eyes see, where our eyes wander. Look at him. He never even looked at his bhabhi. His mother like bhabhi. And he recognized the anklets and he says, yes, these belong. This direction, mate, it went in that direction. Hanuman says, don't worry. We'll gather the army. We are going to look for Ma Sita. We are going to find her, said Sugriv, and we are going to get her back. Not to worry. And at this point, Ramji is saying, but let me first help you get your kingdom back. Sugriv said, nahi hoga aapse, because Ramji was very delicate to look at. He said, Vali is very strong. Even Ravan was, taken here, put here in his arms and roamed around with him. Sahastra could not defeat Vali. आप कैसे कुछ कर सकेंगे? रहने दीजिए. By now, Sugriv is totally swaying away from the world towards the Lord. He said, it's okay, leave it. The Lord said, no, I can. And Dundubi's skeleton was there. With his toe, he just threw it miles and miles away. And it is said that there were 7 banyan trees. And Sri Ram shot an arrow through all 7. And when Sugriv saw the valor and the power of Ramji, he got mesmerized. For that moment, he forgot everything. There is a lot to cover. I'll just take 5 more minutes if you allow me. Over here, Sugriv is so overwhelmed. He is so much in that moment of devotion that Sugriv is saying it's okay. It does not matter. I don't want anything. I don't want to fight Vali. I think whatever he did to me was a blessing in disguise. I met you. And what is he saying? He's saying, Sukh Sampati Parivar Badai. These are very important things. जिनको हम ढूंढते ही रहते हैं ना. Sukh Sampati Parivar Badai. Sukh is pleasure, joy, shanti, whatever we are looking for. Sukh, happiness. Sampati, prosperity, money. Parivar, a happy family. An amazingly happy family. Parivar, badai, appreciation, applause and praise. Sab parihari karehu sevakai. I want to leave everything. I don't know. I don't want anything of that. All I want to do is be your sevak, O Ramji. And then what he says? Shatru mitra sukh dukh jag mahi. This duality is but maya. Shatru, mitra. कोई शत्रु है, कोई मित्र है, कोई सुखी है, कोई दुखी है. These are all, the opposites are but maya. So I do not want to get involved in all of it. And he's saying that I all want to do is, I want to be with you, because when we fight a battle in our dreams, and suppose we are fighting with somebody in our dreams, and when we wake up we realize that there was no battle at all. I have woken up now. And for me there is no battle at all. अब प्रभु कृपा करहो एही भांति सब तजी भजनो करो दिन राती. सुग्रीव बोल रहे हैं कि अब आप ऐसी कृपा कर दीजिए कि मैं सब छोड़ दूं और दिन रात प्रभु बस आपका भजन करूं. Now the Prabhu smiles, because this momentary bhakti तो हम सब में आ जाती है ना. But it is there, we are at the peak, we are so devoted and we realize everything else is useless. All I want to do is सब तजी भजनों करो दिन राती बस. And then फिर क्या होता है जो सुग्रीव के साथ थोड़ी देर बाद होगा. But Prabhu says no, it's all right, because he also has his ways of testing. And he says, let me first help you, because your pain distresses me. And abhi tak in our scriptures we have talked about so many things. Devotion, right? We talked about how a son should be. We have talked about how a mother should be, how a father should be, how a sevak should be. We have talked about so many, how a sannyasi should be, how a saint should be. We have talked about all those. And Sanatan Dharma, as we always say, is a way of life, right? It is a way of life. It is a holistic kind of a living. And now Prabhu Ram and Tulsi Baba through Ramcharitramanas are going to tell us about the dharma of a friend. Sugriv or Ramji mein mitrata thi. Their relationship was a relationship of friendship. And before we close this class, I will just read it out very quickly. Hari says ki nahi, tum mere mitra ho. And I can feel your pain. I can feel your pain more than I can feel my pain, and that is where true friendship is. कहते हैं ना, जब मतलब होता है वहाँ मित्रता नहीं होती, और जहाँ मित्रता होती है वहाँ कोई मतलब नहीं होता. मतलब के कारण मित्रता नहीं होती. So Hari is saying, one would incur great sin by the very sight of those who are not distressed to see the distress of a friend. right? And Prabhu is saying, I am distressed. And what is it? It is a sin if you are not distressed when your friend is distressed. See, nowadays it is very rare to find that kind of a friend, right? बहुत मुश्किल है ऐसा हमें कोई दोस्त मिल जाए जिसको हमारी समस्या खुद की समस्या से बहुत ज्यादा बड़ी लगे. So Prabhu is now giving us the definition of true friendship. I'll just read it out and we'll close the class. One would incur great sin by the very sight of those who are not distressed to see the distress of a friend. A man should regard his own mountain-like trouble as of no more account than a mere grain of sand, while the trouble of a friend should appear to him like Mount Sumeru. ये होती है दोस्ती. आजकल तो दोस्त होते कहाँ हैं ऐसे? Though really they may be as trifle as a grain. ज्यादा नहीं हो पर उसको लगे कि अरे मेरा दोस्त परेशान है, सुग्रीव आप परेशान है, तो मैं ऐसे कैसे छोड़ सकता हूं ये सब. And then he says, those fools who are not of such a temperament presume in vain to make friends with anybody. Now he's talking about the temperament of a person who can be a good friend. A friend should restrain his companion from evil path and lead him on the path of virtue. That is a duty of a friend, not to be a yes man. कि भाई अभी आप कुछ ज्यादा बोला तो फ्रेंडशिप टूट जाएगी तो हाँ में हाँ मिला लो. No, that is not the duty of a friend. He should proclaim the letters good points and screen his faults also. When you are with a friend, you tell him what is right from wrong. But when you are not, you magnify the good points and screen the bad thing which is there in your friend in front of everybody. You screen the faults. Should give and take things without any motive and serve his friend's interest to the best of his ability, finding him in distress, love him 100 times more than ever. See, so beautiful, isn't it? Can any other book be so holistic? Ki every element of our life is being touched in great detail. And then what they say? The Veds declare. Because what is Ramcharitramanas? It is the sar of all the Veds and all the Upanishads and all the other Granths put together. The Veds declare these to be the qualities of a noble friend. He, however, who contrives to speak bland words to your face and harm, he speaks very well. कहते हैं ना, मुंह में राम बगल में छुरी, आपके सामने तो बहुत अच्छे और पीछे से देखो ये कैसा है. If a person, the Veds declare these to be the qualities of a noble friend, he, however, who contrives to speak bland words to your face and harm you behind your back and harbors some evil design in his heart, and whose mind is as torturous as the movement of a snake, is an unworthy friend, and one had better bid goodbye to such a friend. And this is so relevant to the current situation right now. You should know a friend from a foe. You should know a friend from a foe. हम बार बार ये गलती करते हैं, क्या करें? हमारा धर्म उदारता सिखाता है ना, तो बार बार हम भूल जाते हैं. बार बार पृथ्वीराज चौहान के तरह हम कितनी चांसेस देते हैं और खुद ही फंस जाते हैं. A stupid servant, be very careful. A stingy monarch, a bad wife, and a false friend. These four are like, what are they? Are tormenting like a pike. So he's saying, be very careful. Be able to distinguish between a friend and a foe. And अगर वो आपका दुश्मन है, तो कहीं पे भी हमारे शास्त्रों में शस्त्र छोड़े ही नहीं है. See, this is the thing now. We are following शास्त्र, पर हमारे हाथ में शस्त्र नहीं है. हमें शस्त्र विद्या आती नहीं है, ना हम हमारे बच्चों को सिखाते हैं. But in our scriptures, all gods have शस्त्र. वेद एक हाथ में है तो तलवार दूसरी हाथ में है. We should not feel that the person who is great in knowledge and is proficient in the art of calmness does not know how to fight a war. ये गलती हमें नहीं करनी चाहिए. And the person who is proficient in knowledge and dharma should not forget when it is time to fight a war. As we say, be very careful. We should know who is a snake and who is a friend. And it mesmerizes me to think that Ramayana opens those pages at such a relevant time, unplanned by me. And this is grace. This is grace. It speaks when it's supposed to speak based on the situation we are in. This is called divine intervention. Rely on my strength, dear friend. Grieve no more. अब राम लड़ेंगे. राम ने बोला तू डर मत सुग्रीव, मैं लड़ूंगा तेरे साथ में. There is no reason for you to fear. There is no reason for Dharma to be scared, because with Dharma stands Ram, and Ram cannot be defeated. Grieve no more. I will serve your cause in every possible way. I will serve your cause in every possible way. This is my promise to you, my dear friend. Chal aa. Ram says, ab chal. You go and call Wali, मैं तुम्हारे पीछे खड़ा हूं. And what happens next, we will see in the next class. Our scriptures are so beautiful that we saw that while we were listening to so many things being said, they were quoting from these scriptures. And Satik, everything was being quoted. कहीं पे भी शांति के दूत को किसने बोला कि लड़ना नहीं चाहिए या लड़ना नहीं आता है? When it's time to protect, when it's time to destroy अधर्म, कृष्ण ने अर्जुन के साथ और राम ने अपने गांडीव के साथ लड़ाई की थी. हम क्यों भूल जाते हैं? And always remember, when the good remains quiet, the bad becomes very powerful. And Shri Hari बोल रहे, सुग्रीव नहीं, अभी रुको, पहले हम लड़ेंगे, फिर हम सीता की खोज में चलेंगे. जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान.